We, the Brits, have an untouchable track record when it comes to international punch-ups. Why? We haven't lost a war in over 1,000 years. We're currently undefeated World War champions of the world. Which begs the question, why do the Brits win every war? Do they?
We're launching a debate to find out if us Brits are as good at war as we like to think we are. In each episode, I'm being joined by a proud patriot from a country that was once our enemy to separate the fact from the fiction of our famous fights.
This way, please. Trooper, where's my tank?
Ta-ta! Here we come, the Romans in Britain.
Was it our superior weapons?
Yakita!
Our superior temperament?
I mean, do I have to do everything here? Do I have to do everything?
Or superior allies? Was it good old British pluck? Or a bit of luck?
It's like the end of Dad's army.
It's time to find out.
I am ready for the games to begin.
Oh, crikey!
Why do the Brits win every war?
Don't worry, it's only me. Stop, Viking! Yes, in this episode, we're looking at the North-South divide in a time when the North and the South were never more divided. It's AD 865, and the great heathen army has invaded. Yes, it's the Vikings! Whoever they were. Carry on, Viking, go on!
The Great Heathen Army, or the Viking Great Army, was a coalition of Scandinavian warriors. They crossed vast waters determined to rape and pillage. Their boats were shallow enough to travel swiftly upstream undetected. And that made them masters of many a brutal hit-and-run raid on our coastal monasteries from as far back as AD 793. But as the only records of Viking attacks were written by their victims, the monks, can such a one-sided story be trusted? Who were these primitive and savage Vikings really? And what indelible mark did they make on what was at the time a very Christian Anglo-Saxon Britain?
I've set up my campaign tent here at Merton Park, Danelaw Village, on the outskirts of York, or Jorvik as it used to be known, the Viking capital of Britain.
It was to here in 866 the great Viking army of Ivar Ragnarsson, also known as Ivar the Boneless, first marched, having landed in East Anglia. It became the most important city in the Danelaw, an area covering the north and east of England that was ruled by the Vikings. So it's here that I'll begin my journey of revelation with none other than this hairy northerner with a smouldering passion for all things Viking, Mr. John Thomson.
Wow, look at this. A Viking village. Vikings. The Norsemen, meaning the Northmen. And I am a northern man. I couldn't be more at home. I'd like to think that in a past life I was called Johan Gorsword. Hail.
Hail!
My liege.
What do you think?
It suits
What do you
you.
think? I'm very Viking, aren't I?
You look great.
Yeah, I've got a little Thor hammer here.
Nice.
I've got an extremely sharp dagger.
OK, that suggests you may have hurt yourself on it.
Don't touch the props, they said.
OK.
A really blunt sword. Yeah, but I mean, beyond this, I don't know anything about Vikings at all.
OK, I know a bit, you know.
You a bit of a Viking fan?
Well, do you know what? If you look at me, the build and the jaw and the beard, and I kind of suit that. I'd like to think I've got ancestors. But there's more than meets the eye. I don't think they're just about the violence.
Yeah, but this is the thing, though. Everyone thinks they're all about violence, but there's culture, there's
Well, there is. They make lovely things, don't they?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I think they started as raiders
Yeah.
and became traders.
Whoa.
That's what I'm led to believe.
From raider to trader.
Yeah.
Well, shall we go on a journey of investigation?
I don't see why not.
OK, and I need to see something about my finger.
Oh, it's that bad, is
Yeah,
it?
you know, I just nicked it.
Medic!
What everyone knows about the Vikings is that they were really, really violent. Oh, they like nothing more than punching a monk in the face. They loved a good old punch up a ruck. Oh, they loved getting stuck in. They were violent, ruthless thugs, and I'm starting to like them, if I'm honest with you. No, seriously. Remember, kids, violence is never the solution, unless you want to capture a town and slaughter all of its inhabitants.
Trust me, those knives are not blunt. And given Vikings had names like Björn Ironside and Eric Bloodaxe, it's time to channel our inner Viking. Looks like John is well up for it.
Well, that was really impressive, gents. That was amazing.
Quite
wasn't it?
frightening, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, it looks like you're trying to kill each other, but you weren't, right?
No, a little bit of gentle training, if you want to call it gentle.
But you had a helmet on, but you've no chainmail. He's got chainmail, he's got no helmet on. Are you part of a suicide pact?
Quite. If we get the right bit, then well,
Come on, look at
this
me.
stuff is prohibitively expensive, especially this fancy stuff with gold or brass
All the gear.
decoration on. You're currently looking super fancy. So a few Vikings might have been wearing helmets like these, or if they're really fancy, helmets like those. Very few people will be wearing a coat of mail like this. Now, slicing people up is the purpose of these swords. These are for these lovely, big, dynamic, powerful blows. So you're going to see I'm going to try to follow the edge of this shield around and come up to his leg.
I saw that, yeah, the
If
other
he
side
drops
of the
his
shield.
around, I'm going to continue my blow around to the other side.
Cut his neck
hopefully
open.
stave in his guard.
Right.
Now, these shields aren't static. These are dynamic. So as I deliver a big, powerful cut, my colleague here is going to engage that shield. And then
Cut
he's
your arm
going
off.
to go for an arm hit. So
Right.
these things are weapons as well as anything else. And I'm not going for cut the man in half.
No.
I'm going for vitals or things that will disable him. So if I can cut down through the side of his neck, that's brilliant.
Nice,
If I
carotid
can
artery,
sever the
yeah.
tendons above the kneecap, then that leg's out of action.
Viking combat wasn't for the faint-hearted. It's said Ivar the Boneless, one of the most feared Vikings in history, tied a victim to a tree and had his men shoot arrows until his head exploded. He was also said to be a fan of the mythical blood eagle, a form of torture that involved breaking his victim's ribs, then pulling them out of the back along with his lungs, so they looked like wings.
But the thing is, right, pretty much everyone's much of a muchness at this point, aren't they? Like, there's nothing really between your Saxons and your Vikings, and so why are the Vikings winning?
There's one thing that makes the Vikings so much harder to overcome in battle. It's their ships. Their ships serve a really important purpose in battle. What you can do is you can pull up onto a beach, you can all jump out, you can attack whoever you're attacking, you can raid whatever monastery you're going for, but if things don't look like they're going your way, what you can do is jump back in that ship and you can get off that beach as quickly as you got back up onto it, right?
Right.
So they get this reputation for being a nightmare to deal with, but it's not because they're so much better at fighting, it's because they're so much better at running away. Yeah, now you
There
know
you
something
go.
that you wish you didn't know.
That's it.
I haven't come here for this.
I'm sorry to break it to you.
Short-changed.
Well, I feel enlightened now. Now, you've been in Panto, so you must be at a sword fight.
Well, I was hooked, but I only had one arm.
Right.
The other was a hook, so I had a bit of a go with Peter Pan.
Right, so what we're going to do, if you want to both
Slowly.
pop your lids on for us, there you go.
Cheeky.
So we typically start with our left feet forwards. Now you're going to step, well, one of you is going to step forwards with a big, powerful right-hand blow, and you're going to try to either come over the top of this gap or change direction and come up underneath, right? So you're looking for openings around the shield. So who wants to hit first?
Come at me, Al.
All right, OK.
Ready?
So there you go, big right hand, big right foot step. No, what was that? Come on, decisive. None of this wobbling.
Right, OK.
Big
It's my first day.
First you go, you'll get it. There you go, right. So try to come up underneath. Don't aim at his shield, aim at his leg. There you go. Now what you want to do, and you're going to step around. Brilliant. There you go. So make him work for it. Go on, keep him moving. Lovely. That's what we like to see.
Looking at us, I know, it's hard to imagine, but the English word berserk comes from the Viking berserkers, warriors who attack their opponents in a trance-like state of fury with uncontrollable rage and bloodlust.
Up it goes, up it goes. Go on, give him a chopping. Oh dear. So how are we feeling after that? Good? Like a Viking?
100% Viking.
Yeah. It does make me sad that the North-South divide really stems from us saying "Gusha" to the Norsemen, really, because I think they had a lot to offer. And once we got over the initial pillage, and I think there must have been, this is the one thing that I've seen, there must have been some surrender. There must have been some, OK, no, we don't want any fighting here. There must be areas where they landed, where they've gone, no, we don't want to fight. And hence the expression, are you settled? You know, do you feel settled? Well, that's where it comes from. They've settled and we've gone, do you know what? They're all right, you know. He's lent me a pig. And I kind of like that idea of adaptation.